Valton Veluza, Bob's your uncle?
I have no comment.
Anyway, hey everyone, this is McCoy welcoming you back to the next episode of the TLT podcast. I am joined by...
Bulgaria 2004. And Mikoi just quoted Scarlet. He's playing Scarlet.
Valton Veluza. Last time we covered round 4 and we predicted round 5. And today we're predicting round 6, but first off we got round 5 to do because the Elite 8 has now come upon us. But we'll talk about the Elite 8 when we get to round 6. Round 5!
The Elite 8 does not have a good ring to it.
Well, it rhymes. It's fine. It's alliterative.
No, it doesn't.
It's alliterative. It's fine. It's fine.
It's alliterative, yes, but it doesn't rhyme, nor does it have a good ring.
Alright, so 3 players got knocked out, and I'm kind of these are the 3 players who I was half expecting to go out at this stage, but some of them did not deserve it. But we'll talk about the games when we talk about them. So, first off, in the losers bracket, to see who gets eliminated next, we have Spitfire Arcanine versus Lady Rider. This went to 2 games, and actually every game went to 2 games, apart from PCD versus Bai, which went to 69 games. Okay. So, Spitfire versus Lady Rider. First game was PU. This was a fairly like evenly paced game until the end, but there are some notes here, like first of all, Charm working well against Scrafty's D-Dance boost. So I thought that was a very neat play by the Eldegoss.
Yeah, and the fact that caused the Scrafty to not be able to boost its attack enough to deal proper damage to the Sand Slash, while the Sand Slash was dealing more than proper damage, and the Scrafty could not deal with it. It couldn't deal enough damage onto the Sand Slash, and the Sand Slash killed it.
I don't know why Scrafty went for Drain Punch when Knockoff was just doing more effectively for a safer kill.
Well, Mikoi, he needed to heal.
I guess, but...
Also, Knockoff only hits that hard for 1 turn. Then it becomes less powerful than Drain Punch.
And that's without the Charm -1 stat, right? Or at least Charm taking out Scrafty's boosts.
Well, actually, the Scrafty was at +1 at the time.
Oh, so that makes sense. But again, why didn't he just Drain Punch? Why did he go Knockoff?
That was what he was doing.
Oh, I had it backward. I had it ass backwards. Why didn't he knock off when he should have drained? Well, whatever. Whatever. It's fine.
I can answer your questions. I remember the sequence well. Just ask it right.
You just watched the game. Alright, anyway, so ending was very close. But Spitfire had to flinch Quagsire twice and close combat at
with Rock Slide.
Yes, with Rock Slide, and had to with close combat at a good range to win the game. It was very unfortunate that the Spitfire had to resort to flinching the Quagsire, but hey, it's a safe bet, I guess.
No, it's not a safe bet. It was his only bet.
Yeah. Anyway, Monotype was
that was the point. It wasn't safe. But let me look. Oh. Hey, Mikoi, what if I told you that close combat was actually a roll?
It was? I thought that was in perfect range.
It was a roll!
That wasn't perfect range. What?
It was a roll it may not have killed.
Wow.
It got a high roll and killed it.
Wow.
Or at least it was a roll on the higher side. Assuming this is a max defense, max HP Quagsire, then yeah, that was a roll.
Then I would have believed it was a roll, but nah. Luckfire.
Oh, I literally just counted.
Spitfire Luck strikes again. Good job on getting the roll, I guess. Monotype was next.
Good job on 2 flinches and a high roll.
Yeah, Monotype was next, and this one was very short. Probably the shortest game um, of this round in
We
particular.
yeah, round whatever.
Celesteela tried to call the Leech Seed switch twice or three times. Gastrodon just stayed in there and stayed in there for the Scald Burn. Uh, Towards the end, we saw Landorus outspeeding and killing Moltres with Stone Edge, although I don't think that was an outspeeding. I think it was just max speed Landorus. But Lady Rider forfeited towards the end, and he didn't have any outs left to kill pretty much everything in Spitfire's team, so ended up forfeiting. So that was pretty much it for.
I'd like to add, since my internet just cut out and I wasn't able to speak, that I looked at the matchup, and sure, you'd think flying should be fine versus ground, but like that was a ground team with a Nidoking. And Nidoking is freaking dangerous into flying.
Yeah, well, we called flying the most OP type in Monotype, but here against Nidoking, it was definitely a threat to the flying team. So
yeah, because Nidoking could kill like half the team in one or two hits.
That damn coverage, yo, just never comes. Is Nidoking in Gen 9?
But I have a question.
Go ahead.
Nidoking, it used Ice Beam on the Moltres. It did over half, but why didn't Berserk activate?
Does it have anything other than Berserk?
I don't think so. I put my mouse over it. I hovered my mouse over it, and it only listed Berserk.
Huh. That was weird. That might have been a glitch. Or it could have just not activated. I don't know. But comments let me know.
I don't think it's a chance. I think that's supposed to be a guaranteed activation.
Comments let us know if whether or not why Berserk didn't activate there. But yeah, it's a shame that Lady Rider had to go out at such far stage in their first TLT. But I'm happy they made it that far. I mean, he's proven himself to be a very potential heavy player in the future. And granted, with the case of BLT, where he was the best PU player there, this one, he had to play other tiers, and he did quite well, I'd say. Good on you, Lady Rider. Keep coming back for more.
He did well, and I personally don't blame him at all for who he lost to. That's a tough opponent.
That is a very tough opponent, and hey, he looked strong. He looked kind of strong in defeat, so nothing to be ashamed there. Good job, Lady Rider. Hope you come back for more. Next up, the very unfortunate upset that JJ09 lead defeating Dunox. And there wasn't even a UU game here. Dunox just lost twice due to pretty bad hacks.
Yeah, maybe he should have played UU for once.
For once, and he might actually win. First game was Ubers. I didn't like this game. Even watching it twice, I wasn't pretty satisfied with this game because it was very slow towards the beginning. It only got better. The pace quickly picked up when Zekrom got the Bolt Strike in against the Ho-Oh, and then the game starts to really pick up from there.
This felt kind of long and dragged out. I felt like there were definitely some times where JJ could have tried to predict his opponent and when he would send out Eternatus. Although I guess that wouldn't have mattered a ton in the long run because it had Hob on Barry.
He wasn't able to find too many outs in Dunox's team. He wasn't able to pinpoint which exactly. Oh, this is where he probably would switch, and this is when he would probably use this move. So, but I mean,
they played fine though.
They played fine. I wouldn't blame them for the plays they made, but it just makes it for a not very pleasant experience from a casual viewer's perspective. So, Calyrex is +1. Wouldn't just kill Kyogre with Psyshock, and it Oko critted it with Surf. That was a really funny turn. Towards the end, though, we saw the Necrozma War, which was pretty interesting. JJ's would just put Dunoxes at 1 HP three times consecutively, and won the speed tie, I believe, after setting up too many Dragon Dances. So, or at least the speed boosts would have been much more beneficial from that point on.
Okay, so the Necrozma War was basically them using Dragon Dance and Morning Sun and Knockoff, and Knockoff kept not killing, and they kept like living by one.
Yes, and I think it won the speed tie at the end with the +2, +1 boosts.
I don't think there was a speed tie, was there?
I don't know. They were just at the same.
I'm pretty sure the one on was it JJ's side, I think?
I think JJ
JJ's side was always one boost ahead.
Yeah, I think JJ's was naturally faster as well. That's why he kept winning the speed ties. So,
Mikoi, did I not just say he was boosted by one?
Oh, right. He had a boost one ahead over Dunox, so yeah, it makes sense.
I don't quite know if there was actually a speed tie or not.
The ending saw JJ winning in a very controversial, I would say, in quotation marks, controversial fashion, but hey, it's Mons.
What by that?
What?
What do you mean controversial?
I mean, you saw the ending, you tell them.
Huh? I don't get why it's controversial, though.
No, that's why I put it in quotation marks, being saying controversial, not really. Anyway, next up, Monotype. Substitute Zapdos, Walling Thunderous. Alright.
Sorry, now I remember.
What?
I don't call that controversial at all. It just kind of won by reverse sweeping. What's bad about that?
Yeah, that's why I said, like, maybe Dunox is in a good position of winning, but hey, JJ could reverse sweep this at any time, so I think Dunox foresee ahead that he would get reverse sweep, that's why. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. Don't hate me, right? Monotype. Game was very long. 100 turns?
Game was so long, it put me to sleep.
It was very boring.
That kind of happens with long games. I get bored and fall asleep.
It was a very long game, but there were moments that happened.
It's a long game at night when I'm having trouble sleeping. That'll help me.
It was a very long game, but it definitely had moments towards the duration of the game. First of all, substitute Zapdos, Walling Thunderous, and Tornadus for the first few turns. I mean, it was good plays on Zapdos. I mean, but the real highlight here was the Defiant boosted Zapdos Galar, which essentially just became the MVP. It beat both Zapdos and Celesteela with just one close combat after a Defiant boost.
Celesteela is one thing, at least that it's neutrally, but like, it killed the Zapdos.
Yeah, one hit from close combat.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that would kill him. I just saw it.
Maybe physical defense weak.
Oh.
Corviknight.
Yeah, it was definitely not physically defensive because, like,
it was frail.
It was mostly walling special attacks if you paid attention.
Yeah.
That's why its sub was, like, not breaking too easily.
Yeah, it was using, like I said, it was using Tornadus and Thunderous towards the first few turns, and Zapdos just kept walling them with Substitute.
Yeah.
Corviknight did have Bulk Up plus Substitute, but Mantine's Haze prevented that from happening, from ever getting truly sweeping.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Zapdos...
That outsped the Corviknight, too.
What was that?
It outsped the Corviknight, too.
Yeah, fast Mantine. Zapdos' sleep...
Or really slow Corviknight.
Maybe. Zapdos' Galar's Sleep Talk turn, OHKOing Corviknight, that was pretty lucky.
Wait, what?
Remember the sleep.
I think I slept through that. When
Remember.
did this happen?
Remember the sleep talk turn where Zapdos essentially got close combat and then Oko the Corviknight. That was a luck turn. That was a really lucky turn. And then towards
okay, so yeah, it was asleep. I remember that much.
Hmm.
When it came in, intimidates it, big mistake. It uses sleep talk, rest, and it gets rest. It used sleep talk again. It kills the core.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not awake for this. I slept through it.
It was a very luck turn. Towards the end, a sorely needed Thunder Wave by Dragonite missed, ensuring JJ the W.
Yeah, because if you look at the rest of Dunox's team, there wasn't much he could have done anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the Dragonite was gonna die. I think the... Wait. What item was this Zapdos anyway?
I don't even know. Maybe I don't know. Boots.
I get the feeling it was Choice.
Or Choice, yeah. Well, it had Rest Talk.
It had Rest Talk, yeah, but...
Rest Talk, Choice, Zapdos Galar?
Yeah,
Whoa.
it seems weird, but it might be Choice. Unless it came in on some rocks and didn't feel it. I don't know. I didn't see anything that indicated what the item was, and if there was something, I missed it.
Comments let us know, or JJ let us know. So which item was that Zapdos Galar? Alright, next, talking about Dunox here, like, what a he never won a UU game, which was really unfortunate, but I'm still proud of Dunox being able to be as far as he is. He was one of the dark horse favorites by a lot of people. Essentially, a lot of people that say that he would go far, and he did. He did quite an amount. And so
yeah, he went pretty far.
Yeah, he went pretty far, and I'm proud of him for excelling in other tiers. Whereas his UU games may be tough. If he had just won like his UU games, he would have been a very strong contender for the title. But, and then the way it just went out, very unfortunate, but that's just Mons. Sorry, Dunox. Hope you come back next year and kill UU once again. In Gen 9 UU.
In BLT?
In BLT. He did it before. He might do it just again.
We don't know what the hell Gen 9 UU will look like, Mikoi.
I will want to find out after I scout the meta myself. Anyway, next up, Pokemon Says Door versus Bai. Bai is gone. He lost to...
so tragic.
Yeah, Bai lost to Crying in the winner's bracket, and Bai lost to PCD in the loser's bracket. What an unfortunate draw.
Bai has the worst luck, man.
Yep. Sorry, Bai. I mean, PCD was too strong. What can I say? Next up, Fragments versus Balor. This definitely needed an extension.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know, because the way the game actually played out, it was definitely a very hacks-filled series. First of all, Fragments lost his Lando early in a pretty risky play. I mean, he stayed in against an Urshifu.
Yeah, that was a little, odd.
Yeah. There was a lucky...
So then again, I'm not sure how much the Landers would have done. Unless it was like defog or something, or... Yeah, it doesn't look the greatest here. It doesn't look like it'd be doing a ton in this game.
True.
It could have actually been a sack. I wouldn't know.
Let's see here. The lucky Thunder Punch Paralyze on Corviknight. That was pretty unfortunate. Weavile living the Rocky helmets long enough just to kill Corviknight. It did the full triple axle. on it to beat Corviknight. But what was really unfortunate was Balor's triple axel on Weavile, which only managed to get one, and then Kartana Okos it with Sacred Sword.
Thing is, it wouldn't have killed anyway.
You think so? You think it wouldn't have killed?
I did the calc, and based on the damage of the crit, I was able to look at the calc and see how much damage it would have done.
This is including the crit.
It would not have killed.
This is including the crit.
Even with the crit, it would not have killed.
Wow.
The crit made it do about 6% more damage. I mean, like plus 6% more damage than it did before. That Werv did normally. So basically, it would have been about like maybe 69% at max.
Oh, with the full 3?
Plus 6. And that would have been about 75, and it was at 82. So no, it would have lived by a bit.
By in red health, it would still live at red health.
Double crit, then it would not have lived.
So a double crit, if you get the full triple axle, you think, then it would just do a double crit, and then you would go an Oko on the Kartana.
No, I'm saying only if it double crit would he have gotten the Oko.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that was very unfortunate. Poor Balor. Oh, you.
Yeah, although I'm not sure if he had that game won anyways, because like...
Yeah, I agree. Fragments could definitely play better here.
Kartana would have still been alive.
Yes.
And although I'm sure Balor would probably intended to just kill it with a Grassy Glide from Rillaboom, the Dragonite was still full health.
Yes, and multi-scale would have been.
And there was absolutely nothing stopping it from setting up on a Rillaboom.
Exactly.
And then like even if Balor switches into the Urshifu, his only out is if that Urshifu was scarfed.
True.
Which it could have been.
True.
But like, I don't know. I do not know.
Double wing beat would just kill them both.
But like, if you look at a Dragonite and a Rillaboom and an Urshifu, what do you think wins? The Rillaboom and Urshifu or the Dragonite? My personal bet is unless it's Ice Punch Urshifu, the Dragonite wins.
Yeah, same here. I mean, dual wing beat would just kill them both. Dragonite was just
again, this is also assuming it's D-Dance Dragonite, which I don't know if it is. It probably is, though, if it had Thunder Punch.
True, but, Dragonite can also carry things like Flamethrower and Ice Beam to take out the Rillaboom, and,
Yeah, but it usually doesn't carry physical moves when it carries stuff like that.
It carries Heal Bell, that's what.
Yeah, usually support Dragonites carry, like you mentioned, Flamethrower and Ice Beam sometimes.
Yes, so that was an in-depth explanation on why Fragments still would have won, even though without the thing. I think Fragments would have played better here.
I don't know if it would have won. If it was Scarf, Ice Punch, Urshifu, Balor would have won.
Okay, fair enough. LC was next. Balor sacked his Magnemite early via misclick.
Yeah.
And the Mudbray was definitely on the attack.
I think Fragments had a misclick too, or something. They both did.
But Balor's was the more costly of the two.
Yes, it was.
There was a crit Earthquake on Porygon towards the middle, but that...
Yeah, that was the bad thing. That was the real bad thing.
Yeah, but towards the end, you can clearly kind of picture that Fragments outclassed Balor. After all that, Fragments just outclassed Balor for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but also that Mudbray was trouble.
Yep, Mudbray was the MVP of that game. It
was
really clear.
Mudbray, by the way.
Yeah, it clearly tear through everything in Balor's team, and could take some hits very nicely as well. So yeah, Balor had a pretty interesting road. Very up, very down. What else you can say? Kind of expected that
Well,
he
I can say this: he's out.
Yeah. So let's now move on to round 6, and now it's time for the Elite 8. Okay, if you
Oh,
don't...
yeah.
Okay.
Someone already played. Isn't that great?
The Elite, the Endless 8, who are very great...
Not the Endless Eight. I get nightmares from that horrid arc.
The Endless 8, who are featuring players who are very great, turns out to be quite innate, because one has already played. Why you wait? Or the video is late. Mate. Anyway, Spitfire Arcanine, a massive troll, defeating JJ09 early. We'll talk about that game.
Is John Fire no more?
He will after this round. He will... Well, we'll talk about his series with JJ09 Lee next week.
But I haven't even seen it yet, so we can't talk about it even if we want to.
Me too. I haven't seen it yet. I will. And it's gonna be a painful one for me, especially because I'm gonna note 5 games, because this TLT round and subsequent future rounds will now be best of 5. Oh boy!
20 games to review. Oh my goodness, how fun!
Yeah, it's a painful.
Literally 6 last week.
Yeah, there were 6, and now we have 20 potential 20 games. It's gonna be a painful one for me to note, but we'll do our best. We're watching these games twice, by the way, so...
I'm not.
Well, not you, me, I have to watch them twice. Anyway, so let's predict now. First off...
Okay.
In the winner's bracket, we have Thiago Nunez versus Sice 15. This is the best matchup this week because both players seem very even, very competently even.
I don't consider this even. I just think Thiago Nunez wins.
Ooh, you don't think Sice has a chance of winning? I mean,
Thiago Nunez is just better.
I mean, the tiers were already revealed, if you didn't see, for Sice versus Thiago Nunez. We have RU, Doubles, Ubers, Monotype, and PU.
Hold on. RU, Ubers, Doubles, Monotype, PU. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay, so Thiago Nunez obviously takes RU.
Yes.
I guess Sice probably takes Doubles.
Yes.
Who the heck takes PU?
I think Sice may take PU because I think Sice is a much more seasoned PU player. Definitely has all the experience, and so I think Sice would ultimately
think of it. These tiers seem more in favor of Sice.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Sice seems more in favor of these tiers in particular, but Thiago Nunez is a stronger singles player. So this is a tough one.
I can see why you think this is close now. Actually,
I'm still gonna say Thiago Nunez wins because he is the stronger.
I'm going to say that too. Good that we agree.
Yeah, he's generally considered the better player, and hopefully we get to see a Thiago versus Crying, because that one is very fun. Very fun to see. Speaking of that, Door Money versus Crying in the other winner's bracket. It's great that Door Money made this far.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, alright. Door Money's been performing better than anyone has expected. So
he can play more than just LC. I'm impressed.
I don't think they've revealed tiers yet, but let me go check. We can't you can't even see it. Rip. Anyways, Door Money versus Crying. This one's gonna be fun. Considering the tiers that we have, and considering how both have been playing so far. Crying, we haven't actually seen all that much play, do we?
Yeah, I don't feel like we have, not gonna lie. Not for a hot minute, anyway.
Yeah, they got a bye last round, so it only makes sense, but Yeah, haven't.
Yeah, and they didn't even have to play last round.
What do you
Didn't
mean?
have to play last round. Got to buy the round before. Has it been like two or 3 weeks since we last saw them play? Damn.
I think so. I think so. Meanwhile, Door Money has been earning his way into the winners bracket, absolutely beating other players by sheer willpower and determination. To meet Crying, who is a favorite to win this whole tour.
Yeah, just like last year.
You what? Yeah, man, defending champion and all, and yes, as good as Door Money is, Crying's just a step above. Unfortunately, even thinking about the tiers logically and who would be besting each other at other tiers, the best Door Money could do is LC and maybe Ubers. Then no, actually no, Crying is better at Ubers. LC is his only bet. Maybe it can do other tiers well, but Crying just generally exemplifies all tiers, so Crying it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Next.
Well, I wouldn't be totally surprised if Door Money somehow pulled it off.
Well, let's root for Door Money and hope that they prove us wrong.
Sure.
Losers bracket time. We have JJ09 losing to DJ Illuminati. We'll review that game. We'll review that 5-game series next week, along with the other 15 games.
I will say, this is what I predicted would happen, though.
Same here. I still would have put Spitfire to win over JJ. And finally, we got Fragments versus Pokemon Says Door. Oof. Okay, so they actually did reveal their tiers. So they're playing OU, RU, PU, doubles, and Ubers. Very interesting.
Let's see. I think PCD takes RU.
Of course.
And, I don't really know for most of the others, although I think Frags has DOU.
Frags is DOU down. I think Frags is also PU down, if I may be honest.
Wait, what?
You think PCD is better in PU?
I don't actually know. I just don't know if Fragments really plays PU.
I don't know. Maybe just that experience in the lower tiers just makes it a little bit more evenly matched. I think Fragments is
I thought
better.
PCD had the lower tiers experience, huh?
I mean, he has RU down, RU, and then OU down, definitely. I think PCD is better at OU here as well. Despite Fragments has been playing OU a lot lately.
And winning.
And Ubers, tough one. I think... I think PCD might have the edge here, but Fragments has been known to pull surprises out of his hat. So I think this will be a close one. I'm still gonna predict this is gonna be a 5-game series, and it'll go to PCD.
I feel like it'll be a 4-game series, but I also think it'll go to PCD.
Go Fragments. Go both. You're good. You're good players. Go both. Go all 8, actually. Well, 7 now, but you get what I mean.
Go all 7, yes. Hot JJ.
Thank you all for watching. It's a short video, right? 33 minutes long.
Wow, how very short.
Yeah, we're getting into the nitty-gritty, folks. Who will win TLT out of these 7 players? 7 remaining players. So, thank you all for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you won't miss any videos that come out. And I'll see you next week for more TLT action. Reviewing round 6 and predicting the... Oh boy. 4? Is it 4? 4 players in the losers bracket? Yeah, I think I have that.
Yeah. Wait, no. Wait. Let me think about it for a second. And 2 in the winners bracket.
So that'll be 4 people in the losers and then 2 in the winners, and they can just chill for the remaining in the winners finals. Anyway, the good math on us, I guess. Thank you all for watching. This has been McCoy, signing out. Vault and Valuza.
See ya.